What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, I'll show you how to draw, ink, and color a cool illustration of Venom. Let's begin today's lesson by sketching an action pose for our character. Starting from the center of our page, we'll sketch a small circle for the head. From the side of our circle, let's draw two straight lines coming down towards the bottom of the jaw. And we'll connect the ends with another curve. Now you want to rotate the head towards the right side. Let's start from the top of our circle. We're just going to bend this out towards the right and then come straight down. And then we'll add the position for the eyes. From that center point, let's leave a gap, step over towards the left, curve this out and up towards the top of the head, move over towards the right, go out towards the right side. Let's go down towards the bottom in the center, sketch out a small circle for the tongue. And then from the bottom, we're just going to curve the tongue going out and up, round out the end, and pull that back in. Let's go to the top of that circle. We're just going to taper this out so it gets narrower as you come out towards the tip of the tongue. Now that we have the rough sketch of the head, let's move out to the side and block in the shoulders. We're going to tilt the character forward, so along the side of the head on the left, sketch out a circle going all the way around and then back in. Let's go to the top right of the head, draw another circle going all the way around, and just overlap the side of the head. Let's go back to the top of the head. We're going to curve the left side of the back going up, come around and then in towards the shoulder. Go to the top of the back, we're going to draw on the right side, going up and then down on top of the right shoulder. Now you want to extend the left arm forward. Starting from the center of the shoulder, draw a straight angled line coming across towards the elbow. Sketch a smaller circle across the elbow. Now we want to continue this line coming down towards the wrist. Sketch a small circle on the end. Let's create a basic shape for the hand. Starting from the bottom of that circle, I'm just going to angle the hand coming down, go up along the side, and across towards the top of the wrist. And then we'll open up the fingers. Let's start from the bottom of that circle, curve the thumb coming around and then down, taper that back up towards the side of our circle. Now we're going to extend the fingers going up towards the left. Let's start from the top of that circle, bend the first finger going up and across, and then taper that back down. Let's add another finger going across, bend that down, and pull that back in. Now you want to bend the last two fingers. Starting up here, come down with a straight line, curve the finger coming in, going up, and back up towards the hand. Let's add one more finger, starting from the inside, curve this in, go up, pull that in towards the hand. Let's add some thickness to the forearm. Starting from the outside of that circle, come down, just bend that in towards the hand. And then from the right side of that circle, curve this around and then down. Let's add some thickness to the upper arm. Starting from the outside of the shoulder, come down, bring that across towards the elbow, and from the inside going the opposite direction. Let's go back up to the top and pull the right arm going back. Starting from the center of the shoulder, angle this up towards the elbow, and we'll sketch a small circle. Let's go back to the center of the elbow, draw a straight angled line going up towards the hand, and a small circle across the wrist. Let's add some shape to the hand. Starting from the bottom of that circle, start with a straight line, go up along the side, and we'll close off the top. Let's go to the bottom corner, curve the thumb going out and up, taper that back in, and we'll extend the index finger going up and out, and then taper that back down. Now I'm going to gradually bend the fingers going out towards the side. So going up, then out, taper that back down, angle the third finger going out, bend this down, and pull that back in. Let's add one more finger, bend this in, and pull that back up. Now we're going to add some thickness to the forearm. Starting from the bottom of the wrist, come down and then in towards the elbow, go to the inside, go out and in. Now we're going to tuck the top of the arm in behind the shoulder. Starting from the inside of the elbow, come in and down towards the back, go to the right side, curve out, and then in behind the shoulder. Now we're going to imagine that the body curves up towards the back and then down towards the lower torso. So down here, let's sketch out a circle, just overlapping the front arm. Let's go to the right side of the lower torso, curve the leg going out, and then bend that down towards the knee, and we'll sketch out a large circle. Let's go all the way over towards the left side of the lower torso, curve the leg going out, bend that up towards the knee, and then we'll draw that same size circle across the top. Let's add some thickness to the right thigh. Starting from the top of the knee, curve this up, and then bend that in towards the head, go to the bottom, come down, and in towards the lower torso. Let's add some thickness to the outside of the leg. Starting from the top of the knee, on the outside, come around, and just pull that in towards the lower torso. Let's go back to the inside of the knee, curve the leg coming in, and then down. Let's bend the left leg with the foot coming forward. We're going to start from the outside of the knee, come down across the side of the calf, bend that in towards the heel, and we'll draw on the bottom of the foot, curving around the left side, going up, and then go in the opposite direction along the inside. Now the right leg is going to be bent back. Let's start underneath the knee, curve down, and then across the hand towards the ankle, curve the foot, coming down and out towards the toe, curve this back up and in underneath the leg. Now with our rough sketch in place, let's move to the tip of our pencil and start adding some details. Let's start with the top edge of the eyes. We start over on the left, just going to trace this out, just adding some points along the top of the eye. I'm just going to roughly block this in. Just want to get the basic shape. Go up toward the top, bend this up, and then back down. I'm just going to work our way along the outside of the eye, come down towards the bottom, and then pull that back in. I'm going to add some detail to the right eye. I just want to pull this up towards the side of the head, and add that point, and go across the bottom. I'm also going to extend the top of the head a little bit higher, going up across the back, and then just come down the side. I'm going to draw the top edge of the mouth coming in towards the point in the center. And we'll roughly block in the teeth, starting on the left side. Just going to add these points going across towards the middle, and curve the right side going the opposite direction. Now we're going to add some shape to the tongue, starting with the front edge. All the way around, and we'll draw the bottom edge of the tongue, going all the way around. And I'm just going to twist the tongue along the top, and continue along the bottom. Let's add a few teeth coming down along the bottom of the chin. Now I'm going to move out and start detailing out the shoulder. Now we're just layering the muscles in behind. So the forearm is going to overlap the bicep, coming down towards the wrist. Now From here, just working our way down towards the fingers. I'm just going to overlap the foot on top of the arm. Start with the heel, going out towards the ball of the foot. Now add a guideline across the top edge of the toes, and come down the side. Let's add some points across the toes. And just add some muscles across the right leg. Going out towards the knee. Now once we completed our detailed sketch, I'll go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now in this next step, we're going to move to an ultra fine point Sharpie marker and start adding some details. Let's start with the eyes. Using these light sketch lines, just to create a little bit more detail and definition. Just using our sketch lines as a guide. From here, just working our way around the bottom of the tongue. Now from the head, just working our way across the shoulders. And you see that I'm adding these little sketch lines across the shadow areas. And working my way out towards the hands. Now from here I'm going to switch back to my fine tip Sharpie marker, just to add a little bit of weight to the bottom of the character. So just thickening up those lines across the bottom of the body, and we'll just taper that up towards the highlights. go in and darken up the inside of the mouth. Just working our way around the tongue. Now we're going to increase the contrast by adding some dark shadows across the body. And once we're done all our inking, we'll go back and erase our sketch lines. Let's begin our coloring by adding a highlight on the top left side of the body. So start with the head, and we'll just blend that down. Just adding those highlights across each segment of the muscles. And using a charcoal gray, we'll add a dark shadow across the bottom of the body and then just fade that up. I'm just working this color towards the highlight. Now to tie this all together, we'll use a medium blue to blend in the shadows and the highlights. Let's grab this dark red and fill in the tongue. Then we'll blend in some shadows. And then adding a little bit of a shadow to the bottom of the eyes. And as we get near the end, we'll touch up our highlights and add a little bit more detail, and that's pretty much it. There's a color illustration of Venom. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your requests in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.